Hello, hello. What are we going to do? What's up, Matthew? How's it going? Hey, fake nut. Set the vault of replays. Hello, hello. Hey, Jay. Maximus. A few games here. Grimplex and Turin playing. Should watch a few of those. Grimplex and Tron. Who is Tron? No idea who Tron is. So, how's everyone doing? How's everyone handling the propaganda onslaughts? Shit's in overdrive. What's up, Thomas? Okay, let's see. Torin and Grimplex. Let's see what kind of games they are playing. Alright, let's try this Tech House Noob. Oh, that's Heartster, I think. Took 2 days off. Nice one. Just joyous. Indeed, indeed. Privet Robogear. What's up, Dan? Your John McGar got caught. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, we've had COVID in the house, but fortunately I didn't get it. Did you have it for long, or did you get a bad dose, or not so bad? Friend of mine, it wasn't. I mean, it was bad enough for a few days, I believe, and then it just ended up dragging on without being like terrible, I guess. Didn't really have a cough for that. More flu-like. But it did last quite a while. Oh, you have it right now. It's fine, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's Omicron. It's not as bad as the other ones. Still no players from Ireland, shame. I know. Well, you know, we're a small country. Not that many people. Okay, so Torin on Loki. He must have played this map 300 times, I'd say. And he's against Hartzer, who has probably not played 300 times, so he does have a lot of games, I think. He's made a bomber, he's UEF, Torrent Cybran. But the lab is spotted. Pushed away. Very nice bomber. 2 great kills. It's great to get both of those kills. If you get one, it's like the other one fills in the gap. If you just have... If you get both of them though, then it's very valuable. It's gonna take a long time to expand in that direction now. And he loses this energy. This is very, very bad for Torrent so far. Try to get my friends to play, find it too hard. Usually play CSGO, yeah. And we don't have good CSGO players either. My brother's big into CSGO. He's actually good at it. And I kind of follow it, the esports, but I don't really play it. Have played it a decent bit, but not anymore. I mean, it's a savage game, really. Yeah, so good, really good start here from Hartzer. We need to delete all games from Steam except Subcom. I agree. Yeah, just get rid of them all. Looks like he has too much power. Yeah. Definitely got too much power. This entire front section is destroyed by this. This is a really, really good raiding group. Hey, all this is very distracting. I probably should stop looking at it. Oh. Yeah, Torn definitely coming back into this. I mean, he took some bad damage early, but and he is behind because of it, but this is great. A very aggressive move by Hartzer's ACU with no support right now, but he is sending reinforcements in that direction. Very aggressive. He's going to try and take this area of the map, which is going to be difficult. He's going to have to keep sending units this way. Problem is he has no security here. No security here. So it's going to be... It's difficult to see how he secures any of these areas. But again, Torrent's in a similar scenario. I mean, he does not have anything in this area. Transport. Yeah, transport is on the way. No transport for Hartzer that I can see, so that's a big problem. This is a perfect case for transporting units around. Well, NGs. What's the best way to improve at low rank? Because the only matchups are Astrograph, but I don't know if ladder is a good idea yet. Well, I played ladder for the first, like, 600 games I played on FAF, so that worked for me. But it just depends what you want. I much prefer playing 1 versus 1 because teammates would just let you down. But yeah, I would say the best way to improve is you can improve playing team games or ladder. I would encourage ladder play. This is not a good move. Retreats, loses 2 tanks for that. This bomber is just bombing a factory, which has been captured. Cybran Tech now for Hartzer. I don't know if he's going to be able to get that away to maybe his base. Could allow him to go Tech 2. Cybran Air instead of UEF, which could be interesting. Get some Corsairs. That'd be cool. And here's the transport doing massive work. Even if he only drops here, it's great. He does try and drop this position. He's going to try and get the PD up. It looks like he might be stalling. Yeah, he can't afford it. In this case, you should pause. Basically, in these sort of scenarios, you should pause your whole base so that you can get the PD up. He does manage to get it up, but if he got it faster, he would not have lost the NGs. Now he gets a PD, but that's not a win there, really. I mean, it's a small win, but a much smaller win than it could have been if he had actually just paused his base production. That PD would go up and the NGs would survive. He'd get the mexes, a factory, reclaim, and he'd be in an extremely good maneuver, but as it is, it's just gonna delay Hartzer slightly. Now he can't simply just send an NG over. That's really all he achieved. The gun is finally completed for Hartzer. Have you ever tried Homeworld? Oh, also Maximus, I would say to focus on this part of the screen right here. That's the most important thing I would say to you. Focus on this part of the screen much more so than a lot of the rest of the screen. Really good attacks here. Very simple damage. Low investment. Transport needs to then drop engineers to these positions and take control. He doesn't have air control, so has to be careful with how he does it. And he's feeling very... It's a little bit scary, obviously, with that ACU here. Factory in this position is very much needed. Torrens actually wanted more danger. I mean, there's 35 tanks here. No gun upgrade. The tanks are very spread out and the reinforcements are coming in, so it might turn into a lot of veterancy. This is a very poor attack, as you can see. Vast majority of the units in the army not engaged at all. Power management's legendary. Well, now it's not so good, but yeah, for a while there it was very good. I mean, he was stalling mass, so it's not. That's a downside. A lot of Mantis appearing, and I feel like there's more Mantis than there are Strikers. 56 Strikers. No, there's not. There's actually more Strikers. But the thing is, I feel like the Mantis are in better positions. Having an army here, here with the ACU, everything makes sense. With the Strikers, there's a lot of units in strange positions, like this attack here completely failed. No units defending this area, no units defending this area. So I definitely think Torin has his units in a better position. But now, well, okay then. A lot of mass building up for Hartzer. Like a lot of mass. This is some panicky production adding here. 3 air factories and just continually losing air apparently. So although I haven't been watching closely the air fights, I'm sure he's just been taking very bad trades continuously, and there's really no, it shouldn't really be behind an air when you have so many air factories. Here's the push into the base with the gun ACU. This is pure, beautiful UEF gameplay. Just walk into their base with the gun comm and Tech 1 units. Hey, what's up? What's up, Orb? Practice your eco skills on Gap and Astro. No, I wouldn't advise that. That's not what I meant. Where are the PDs? Where are the PDs? And the ACU decides to walk away. Oh, he's building a factory. No, don't build a factory. You need to keep shooting. Look, there's still lots of stuff to kill. Oh, it's the base trade. Oh boy, it's the base trade. Air fight, Torrens winning that. Torrens base is dying a lot faster, I gotta say. Torin does not have a gun upgrade to help him. With a gun upgrade, he could walk through this base. I'm quite certain he could. Without a gun upgrade, and with no Medusa, I don't know. And also the air fight, I thought he was winning, but maybe he's actually losing. A lot of kills for this anti-air in the base. And he's got no air production anymore. If we look elsewhere on the map, you can see power being built here by Torin. Panic building power. Rebuilding his a whole new base at the top of the map now. Factories over here. I'm sure he's stalling, and he may just die if he hangs around. It might be time to retreat a bit because there's no reinforcements. 0 reinforcements coming. Factory did end up being a good move. This transport should be used, to be honest. That would be fantastic right now. And right now it looks really good for Harzer because Torin hasn't killed really... Well, he's killed a lot of power here. Let's take a look at the economy. We don't need split screen anymore because there's nothing happening in Torin's old base. Torin got that vet, by the way. He's got a lot of... he's got again, he's just, his eco balance is quite nice. The problem is he has no army anymore. He's completely lost his army. He should probably send some units down here. This would be a really good time to get rid of this position. Oh, it's already dead. Oh my god. Oh, it died to gestures, I guess. Interesting. What's up, Harzer? What? What's all this Cyrillic in my chat? And I'm wondering what you're saying about me. I hope you're being nice. Yeah, he's reclaiming trees over here. Not the best move from Harzer, but okay. And look at how fast Torin is rebuilding. I think he's being a bit ambitious with the number of factories he's constructing. Not sure if he can afford all of these. But, I mean, it's a very good rebuilding effort here. Extremely good, in fact. And he's being very, very effective with his ACU as well at the same time without really coming under too much danger. But eventually he's going to have to get these units from here and here into this base and clear it, in my opinion. And he's going to need Medusa to do this. He said the problem is Mantis. I mean, Mantis are not what he needs at all in this scenario. It's all he's had because he really needed Medusa to clean the base, and still does. Doing a great job getting engineers here to steal this reclaim. This is a huge amount of reclaim in this position. Legions are expensive. Torrance just walked to the Hydra since the base will never die. Well, the Hydra's dead already. Also, he's doing a really good job here. Like, he is actually killing more P-gens and stuff. He needs to just make sure he is now getting forced away by PDs, but only now is that have those PDs been built. So Hearts are getting absolutely stomped. He sent his army from here across, and by the time he got here, Torn had already rebuilt an entire base. Torn actually has 2 more bases than he had before he lost his main one. A lot of power going up. Hearts are over here by Hearts, or I think it's what Hearts should do. This would be the play, is just make Tech 2 air here. I think that would be really good. He definitely had air control. Where did all his air go? Why did he lose all of his inties? That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, well, a bit weird. Pretty sure he had air units there. Oh! T1 drop into his old base. Look at this. Tech 2 mechs. Oh, could you imagine killing that? That would be fantastic. It's 85%. Does he know it's upgrading though? I don't think so. Oh, there's 2 upgrading here. Hearts are just struggling to spend his resources. Torrance here, and now he's got a very sizable army. Just reinforced. And disgusting lack of Medusas in here. There's only a few of them, but still, he should be able to. He will clean this base up. And then, what does Harzer have? Harzer, I mean, look at how well Torin has just taken over the left side of the map. Harzer will have. I mean, where is? I mean, Tech 2 land feels like the deal. In the base trade scenarios, oh, there's Tech 2 land in this base. Oof. And there's Tech 2 PDs. Oh, he's already got Tech 2 PDs up. He's gonna have a third very soon. Maybe he does save the base. Oh man, I didn't realize he had Tech 2 PDs already. Needs to deny this next one. I think he will. Yeah. So this PD will go down. ACU needs to keep shooting the PDs. Oh, mobile shield comes out. Oh, that's good timing. That is very good timing. And once again, there's no army left for Torin. Definite opportunities for damage here. Look at this, Tech 2 Mexes. Torin taking a lot of damage for these couple of PDs. Both these PDs have done huge damage because of the shield. If you can kill the Sparky, that would be nice too. But yeah, lots of HP lost, and he's not close to his next vet level, so oh! The PD goes up! This PD was finished! He's gonna have to run to the water now. And does he have a switch? You can see a lot of factories paused because, well, he's going to struggle to afford them. He's trying to retake this position. Or, not retake it, but take it for himself. Tech 2 Airs being constructed in an unusual position, I suppose. And Harzer is capturing UEF residential buildings. Interesting. Yeah, torn down to 1100 HP, dropping it back to the water. PD going down, not really that important to kill with some Mantis, I would say. Oh, he's coming back with the ACU. Holy crap, what a madman. What a madman. PD goes up. Tech 2 PD goes up. No, Torin. Why did you come back with no HP? He's gonna have to dodge. He's dodging none of the triad shots. None of them. You can dodge those. Turn. No. Oh, Torin. Yeah, lol indeed, bro. Lol indeed. Absolutely. Absolutely unnecessary. Oh, no. Absolutely unnecessary. So if we just surveil the situation, Harzer managed to hold on to this. He got Tech 2 land there, which is questionable in my opinion. He's about to get Tech 2 production here. He's got loads of mass in the bank. That was his real problem, just not spending his mass. He made 3 Tech 2 mexes. Thing is, this is dead. There's no way this army stops it. There's no protections here whatsoever and no way to protect that area. Army is non-existent. Pretty sure Torin was going to be in a really good position here. Actually, no. He even has 2 more Tech 2 mexes here. Jesus. He captured those. But should have ignored main and taken south out. Yeah, I think, yeah, he definitely could have taken this stuff out a long time ago. For sure. I think ignoring the main, I don't think he could ignore this. Definitely not. I mean, at a certain point, I think he did the right thing with his ACU. Like, I think he was hanging around doing a lot of damage. He made this base. He stopped any units coming out of this base. Number 1. Stopped this being retaken. He stole this reclaim by putting pressure. So I think overall he did good work. Mostly with the ACU. The ACU alone did most of the work, just basically keeping this base contained. Hearts are, but once Hearts are managed to get the Tech 2, I mean, really, just if Torn had just gone in the water when he was down to 1100 rather than coming back in, I think that was the critical point. Like, he had done so much that he would have been in a good position. The only problem, I guess, is just the eco. He would have had to definitely kill this and then move on and kill this very quickly. And then we'd see what Tech 2 Air would do against the Tech 2 land production. Could have, this game definitely could have kept playing out for a while. Difficult to say. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I lean towards Hearts are still being in the better position, actually. Yeah. I think so. I guess we'll never know now. Hearts wins anyway, because it's a bit too adventurous with the commander there. At the end. Where are the casts? Here are the casts. Casts are here. Keep ACU men send units to the south. Yeah, I think so. I think that's correct. What else Russian words you know except Privet? Давай. Now wait. Oh, there's two. Wait. Okay, let me see. I just see that there's two Loki games. I'm not sure which one I clicked on. Bliad, yeah, Suka. But everyone knows those who's played Counter-Strike. Zlo. That's a Russian word, right? Yeah, I'm not sure if this is... Yeah, this is a different game. Davai from Mozart. I don't know where. I heard Davai first. Maybe Mosey, I don't know. Screen. My bad. Oh, Turin goes for bomber. Gets shot down expertly. Could play at Russianuk, yeah. What's up, Mosey? Oh yeah, babushka. There you go. That's a Russian word, right? Obviously, I have a very large vocabulary. Nice lab there. Should probably run away after he kills his mechs. Oh, he's going forward. Oh, bomber comes in. Auto dodge. Auto dodge. Dead. Will the second NG die though? What's up, Mosey? Explosive. Very nice raid from Torin, catching the NG, heading to the reclaim. Interesting lab here. This lab is not great, I guess, because like this NG is going to build a Hydro most likely. So that's going to take a long time. This lab is not really going to do anything for a while. Or maybe ever. Definitely not for a very long time. At best. So we got 4 land factories in the main. one half of one in the front expansion, one there, 4 in the mid. So actually, Hearts are ahead on the factory count. Can he afford them? Well, he's built too much power, actually, quite a lot. Too much. Probably recently finished. Yeah. That's the thing. You have to be careful about overbuilding pigeons. Like this is very inefficient. Torin is inefficient by having 500 mass in the bank. That's a pretty big mistake as well, I would say. Yeah, much less aggression in this game. Mozart doesn't watch you anymore. Why not, Mozart? Why not? Alright, sir. Gonna take this expansion. The engineers that tried to get across here failed. This is why you generally send one and don't send the other, so that if you lose one, if you lose the first one, then at least you still have the other guy. Also, I mean, well, the better thing to do is simply to scout ahead before you send the NGs, and then you won't lose them. Most likely. Looks like a larger air force for Torin, as usual. That's just how he rolls. The lab will eventually get that kill. A lot of people, like, I guess people don't build the factory here. It used to always be the case that you build the factory here and then continue expanding, or do both simultaneously maybe. But no, it seems like people just want to walk across. In this case, it's a drop to the corner. That's a good move. Transports are, I would say, underrated by all players under 1950 rating on 10x10 maps, in my experience. Jesters clean up the tanks. They do get a decent number of engineer kills. Do like to see Jesters getting used. A couple of Tech 2 mexes as well. Another one should probably be on the way, unless he's just going to go Tech 2 land now. Could definitely be an option to just, you either continue ecoing, or if you're not going to continue ecoing, I would say switch to Tech 2 land. Hartzer could be in a rough position because he's already behind on mexes. Needs to make sure he doesn't stall as he finishes these ones, otherwise they're going to come up very, very slowly. Units drop to the top now. Clean up a raid and make sure that this engine can finish off this factory. Problem is minus 30 mass. A lot of factories, well, now he's balanced, now that he finished those 2 max upgrades. Okay, that's good. Air is a real problem though. These Jesters are doing a lot. People like to complain that, oh, Jesters suck now. Well, a gunship on Tech 1 is pretty sick no matter which way you cut it. Yes, they can die quite easily, but it's an option that you really should try out if you're a Cybern player. Very, very useful to have that option. And this is one of the maps it's quite useful on. Yeah, the lack of Tech 2 land is disturbing. There we go. Okay, there is Tech 2 land from Torn. He did actually stop ecoing to go Tech 2 land. I, in general, would expect the player who doesn't have air control and is UEF, I would probably expect them to reach Tech 2 land first, however. And now we're seeing a big economic issue. Severe lack of power for Hartzer. So, looking quite nice, I would say, for Torin, but that's a bad waste of 2 Jesters. Into some anti-airs. This raid stopped. Interesting air factory positions there. Nice engineers reclaiming this, all these trees. This amount, there's a huge amount of reclaim in this specific area. There's also these rocks here, which should be taken. What? Oh, that's a hot drop. Dropping 2 engineers here when there's just a huge air force from Torin flying around. Tech 2 land, there's the P-Gen, and we might even see Tech 2 air come next. Power mass is a little bit low, but he's got nice eco. Might not be the time for Tech 2 air just yet. You want to get maybe 10 rhinos out in the field, and then Tech 2 air might be the thing. Seems to be just sticking on T1 and making use of the Tech 1 options he has. Can always place a factory here, maybe. Get an adjacency bonus and go Tech 2 at some point. He's upgrading 2 factories, just Tech 2 support factories. Will he make any support factories on the front lines? Needs to reroute the ACU back to here. He doesn't have intel, but there's definitely some units coming in. And he really doesn't have anything to defend that. ACU is certainly a bit out of position. He sent him here to... Wait, he's making... What exactly? He's making stealth, is he? He's making the new stealth, which gives you a couple of thousand... HP. Okay, Lobos attacking the PD. That's pretty nice. He moved in just as the Lobos had fired their last shells on the PDs and killed it. And now he's actually has a window to just run through this base. So he doesn't actually manage to kill the base. He could kill this factory. Oh, that would have been so nice. But now he doesn't, and it's going to regen. That's a bit sad. Now he should be able to, if he's smart, he can skirt around the PD, but he's actually going to run into range with most, if not all, of his units at this point. Bit disappointing. It's going to be a mass donation in actual fact. Oof. That's a bad trade for that Rhino. Gets caught in the middle of a unit of an army. Subtext. Okay, Tech 2 production, how's it coming along? We got 3 factories producing Tech 2. Same for Torin. Torin not really assisting very much though. Especially his HQ is completely unassisted. But he has been producing for longer, so I would expect him to have a larger T2 army in terms of mass invested. Huge amounts of mass stalling there. Although he has a lot of Tech 2 mechs. Is he making more? Very heavy eco strategy from Torin. And this map can definitely lend itself to an eco game. For sure. So it's up to Harter to respond in kind, honestly. It's not the kind of thing you really have a choice about. At this point, I mean, the guy's invested into similar stuff as Torin, so you really can't just decide you're gonna end the game or anything. Does still just have Tech 2 land. This seems like definitely the most available target. Built up a decent air force now, 40 ints versus only 23. So actually Hartzer's the one with air control. Another Tech 2 P-Gen's coming up quite a bit too late here, as you can see from the eco bar. That should have been built a few minutes ago. And oof. Yeah, pretty ambitious, actually. Well, I say ambitious, but really just very poor positioning. No units on the bottom side of the map, and also ACU had no upgrades except stealth. If he had an upgrade, maybe if he had an upgrade plus units. I mean, that's what he would need to hold that. Instead, he had, well, all of his units in the wrong position and very exposed eco. So that's a whole base dead, including Tech 2 Factory, 3 Tech 2 Mexes, a couple of PDs, and he's even going to lose the corner now. Cannot hold that with just the ACU, and it looks like Harzer is doing some crushing. A little bit of crushing, maybe slightly too much eco at a certain point for Turin, or maybe just inefficient ecoing. We have 11.5k in land units versus 7.5k. Wow. Turin, what happened? What happened? Oh, he's 75% Tech 3 land. Well, it's no wonder then that he's gotten rolled here. Don't think he would have gotten rolled if he wasn't going to Tech 3 land. Well, it seems very implausible. Hearts are taking the reclaim. So although he won't hold this position, he does get a nice bit of reclaim. We're going to need drops from Turin into this area. Still making a lot of Mantis. I don't really... I mean... I don't mind making some Mantis. Well, I guess he's only got 17, but it's like this factory is mainly making Mantis. Well, maybe half and half Medusa. Mantis. Yeah. Yeah, not sure. But yeah, definitely time to stop. Yeah, there we go. All mass into brick production, and it would have been extremely nice to have Tech 2 Air at this point in the game. I don't see any Tech 2 Air, but the main reason you would love to have Tech 2 Air is obviously Tech 2 Transport. That's a radar that should be dealt with. Send a bomber after that. TML somewhere in the middle of the map here. Oh, right there, I guess. Will this TMD? I think the TMD will get it. Oh, it only gets one shot. Oh, yeah, that hurts. Takes 2 shots to take that out. This T2 Mex is dead, of course. And it's sort of forced a kind of bad engagement for... Well, could have been a bad engagement there. Only 4 rhinos, so I don't know why Harzer... Don't know if he really should have retreated there so quickly. One more shot though, and that's 4 storages and a Tech 2 Max going down. Extremely good TML there. T2 Air and T3 Land Rush would be a bit much. Oh, yeah, well, of course, it would be expensive, but... Oh, no! No, no, no. I'm just saying it would be really nice to have a Tech 2 Transport. You might not have died there. Like, was the... Oh, that's devastating. Let's get a unit count. That's right, three bricks on the field. Yeah, 3 bricks. So he lost 25% of his T3 forces there. He's also got a brick in this transport. That's brutal, and that's also 1,200 something mass for Harzer to reclaim. Harzer could just dominate air. Problem is, he's afraid of a single flak. Here's the deal. When you have that much more air, one single flak is not going to win the air fight. It's not gonna win the air fight. Brick is running the wrong way. Absolutely the wrong way. This brick is going to go down. The ACU is fighting. This army is mostly Lobos, so that's really not scary. Also, the ACU has no upgrades. This is a bad place to fight with rhinos. Perfect place for Harcher to fight. That's a huge amount of Lobo volleys that Torin just took in the face. He did not dodge there at all. And his rhinos are out of position now. Oh no, this micro would make you cry. I definitely feel like Supreme Commander players have some of the worst micro of RTS players. Just putting that out there. Don't think it's a controversial opinion, but I could be wrong. 70 ints to 30. It would not be an SCR fight. It would be fine. 1 flak is not that big a deal. 3 flaks, a little bit scary. But winning an air fight so convincingly is much more important than being slightly less efficient. Okay, this break will clean up the mess. The break over here that we were talking about before that did actually get caught by that army. And on the top side, I mean, these bricks are doing a lot of work. Definitely a very late transition to Tech 3 by Hartzer. Where is his HQ? Oh, it's there. Somehow I missed it. No, it was right there. Suddenly 3 Percys emerged from the base, which makes me question, where the hell were they? Were they all just sitting in the base then? Or what? Oh! Bricks against UEF gun ACU. I wouldn't be in favor of that for the bricks. 2 versus 1 though against a Percy is a very nice fight to take. And they won't manage to kill it, will they? Oh, the final shot kills the Percy. That's a nice kill. Okay, more deaths to PJ or Mexes here. Any Tech 3 Mexes going? Oh yes. Oh yes, yes, yes. Definitely there could be an investment in Tech 2 Air. At this point, it would still be very valuable. That's a risky position to take with the... I would not be splitting my bricks like that. Oh, no. What? Jesus, my camera work. That's a Tech 3 Mex. That's an accidental Tech 3 Mex. So I think we might have spotted where the the Percy's. Well, now we know why his Tech 3 transition was so slow. Torin just dies in the end to Percival's on the bottom side. How the hell? He didn't even have the gun upgrade. Crazy. And this is why these last 2 games just show why Loki is such a good map. Not many maps where both of these games would be possible. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. How are you doing, Mosey? Tell me everything. I don't know, nothing to tell. Tragic state of 2K ladder. Ah, yeah. Well, it's 2K ladder. You know, it's always in a tragic state, no? Ayola's going wild. Nice. So you had a good day. Let's see here. Okay, let's watch this. This is possibly a very boring game. Maybe not though. Let's see. Okay, Torrance got some Seraphim. Grimplex is 1900. I thought he was a good player. What? What the hell? 1900. It's ridiculous. So Zwackel, how's it going? Yeah, it'd be better if he was here. Seems pretty late on the maxes. This torrent. GGACU walk. I mean, like, he still doesn't have... hasn't even started this max. Grimplex the same. Well, living off reclaim. GG, I stalled. Oh no. Either of these players doing the meta 6th bomber. I'm unfamiliar with such a meta. Oh god, some of the never mind, I won't even bring it up. Shouldn't bring it up. So transport leaves for Torin. Is he gonna drop an NG here? I would drop an NG here. Go on. Go on. Maybe he'll drop one on the way back, but I don't think he's gonna get a chance to. One NT versus one NT. Is it, why? Strange approach for Grimplex being so late with the transport, I would say. Uh-oh. Grimplex gonna get in the... Oh. Bit of micro from Torin there to try and get in, but he slightly messed it up. Tried to get in behind the NT from Grimplex, but actually failed, to be honest. But in the end, Looks like he's done enough to get the transport most of the way up the other end of the island, which is good. Oh no, he lost the transport with the engines on board. I look away for a second. Oh, that's nasty. And now a bomber coming in. There's no way that that transport should have died with the engines on board. Please finish this. He may lose both engines here. Oh, they're both building the mechs as well. Ah. And the bomber goes down, but its job is thoroughly done. That should not be a tank coming out. That's a bit... I mean, I guess it's safe. Well, safe. It's prophylactic against possible drop to contest this island. But so it's fair enough. But it's not happening. Also, engineer coming, or sorry, a bomber coming across to... Well, no. You see, he scouted this position, so now he redirects the bomber. But if needed, he could have sent a bomber over here and made sure that he wins the island, but scouting means that the bomber can go elsewhere. A lot of engineers, or sorry, I can't say the right words. A lot of interceptors for Grimplex, and he's heading towards the middle, and it looks like he's going to have the map control advantage. He has an engineer here, which has simply traversed the water by itself. Torin's missing a mechs on his island. No engineers here. Looks like it's gonna be good for Grimplex. What's up, Jason? Are there battleships later? No, there won't be battleships in this game, I'm pretty sure. And 6 middle just dropped. Yeah, they're not I mean, Grimplex took a different approach, and it's definitely worked. Now, would it have worked if Torin had simply dropped middle immediately with his transport? No. Three kills for the NG, or the bomber. Can't say the right word again. 3 kills for the bomber, that's good stuff. There's a Tech 2 mechs for Grimplex. That kind of rhymes. And another one on the way with some assistance. That's always a nice sign to see people upgrading mass extractors with assistance. Torin got a couple of mechs coming. And adding naval production now. Still no NGs on this island. Or this is the first of the small islands that he's colonized. Very interesting choice there. Not the two directly next to his main island. Also taking a little bit of time to... I mean, you can see he's a little bit slow taking all these mexes, I guess. But, you know, got stuff to do. He's got to run away from this much larger air force. Begin splitting the inties up. And Grimplex decides, yeah, you know what? I don't need to waste all my fuel. Let's just go home for a bit. Park in the middle of the map. Definitely a solid place to make some air staging, because you will run out of fuel with inties on this map. Tech 2 air complete. Actually, 4 Tech 2 mechs here. I missed some of them. Yeah, so Torin really upgrading hard and fast, and that's a good move on this map. You can make a lot of mech upgrades pretty quickly, especially when you've turbocharged with all the reclaim from this island, which is basically all gone. All the larger chunks are gone, and that's very quick to be able to grab them that fast. See, Grimplex still has several portions to fill up on. Drops from Grimplex, one to the main island initially, now one to the expansion island. And Should be able to kill several mexes here. And even the odd unit. And he does, in fact, manage to kill all 4 mexes. Oh, the next drop is shot down, however, just as it attempts to land. Fake war is the superior kind. Alright, took 2 air. Is there... Yeah, there is a P-gen. Gunships for Grimplex. And it's very important to note that he does have the central island, which gives him 8 mass extractors. That's a big advantage. The problem is, he doesn't have equity on the 4 smaller islands. So, he's going to have to keep, you know, raiding them. Maybe gunships really... He could gather, I mean, with 3 gunships, you can come in very quickly, kill this Tech 1 anti-air, and probably clean up the whole island if you just maintain your air there. Oh, he's trying to get a drop in. No, no, Torrent. The inties. Oh, that's sad. That's very sad that he didn't manage to shoot that down. He could have. Certainly, he had the inties right there, but didn't have the intel. He does have units to send, but not actually enough units. And he needs to really keep micring them, keep chasing. But overall, that drop was a complete failure, it's got to be said. I mean, it may kill the mechs, but it's not going to do very much. The transport died, and the air was lost. So that was a really bad attack from Grimplex. He is getting good. This is definitely good trades on the Navy though for Grimplex. Gunships have landed on the water. What are they going to do? They could already have cleaned up the left side island. That would have been this is the most obvious target, I would say. It's the closest. This is the next most obvious target. Once again, only 1 anti-air is not going to stop even 2 gunships. You really want to use like 3 gunships to take it out. Maybe 2 if you have Seraphim. Another PGN coming up. That seems a little bit slow, but we'll see. Will he stall? Maybe not. No energy storage, however. Navy becoming the greatest concern for these 2 players right now, I would say. As Grimplex pushes forward with frigates, but can't really achieve very much with frigates here. So... bit unusual. I mean, what is the plan here? Because there's only so much these frigates can do. I mean, it's a pretty sick formation, I gotta say. No, that's the second Tech 2 Pigeon. No, sorry, third one. I thought it was the second, but no, it's actually the third one. If it was the second, it would have been very late. Oh, another air fight. This time, Torrent's going to win it. Again. Grimplex. Oh. Finally puts the gunships to work, and they do some good work. He waited and just decides to go straight for Tech 2 mexes. Will he get the third one? Yes, he will. Cost him, once again, though, a lot of empties. And 5 or 6 gunships, so was that worth it? Also, I would say probably not, but the frigate aggression is actually looking pretty nice. The problem is there's a lot of production here. What Torrent just needs to do is make sure... well, the problem is I don't like the way he's lined up his factories. It would be better to have the factories going across and he could park behind them. In this scenario, he really just has to not fight right now. And he actually wasted the torpedo bombers, which was completely unnecessary. Okay, it's getting close to time to fight here. Send in the torpedo bombers. Once you have a few of them. He's not even making torpedo bombers. Oh! Oh my god, an arty drop just straight into the middle of the base. That kind of stuff is actually revolting. Disgusting. No defenses, no gunships or bombers or anything to stop that. Oh, now there's a couple of bombers. This frigate army is insanely good. Oh my god, the gunships on the sides for Grimplex, well, for Torin against Grimplex have just killed almost every single mech in this island. They're now being replaced. Holy shit. And this island also taking significant damage. There's a 1,000 mass killed gunship hiding off the coast. And yeah, the frigates are just crushing, honestly. Grimplex crushing with frigates only. Meanwhile, still no torpedo bombers. Torin struggling a bit for power after losing that Tech 2 P-Gen. And torpedo bombers are very expensive on energy, so... And he keeps taking bad trades, he just keeps fighting. Like, the one thing he had to do is just not fight with the frigates. But he continually loses them, or allows them to be attacked by Grimplex, and he's going to lose all of his production. Now it's at the point where Grimplex actually has more frigates than he had before, because he's been sending in reinforcements, and Torin has less production, and now he's sending Tech 1 bombers after the frigates, which is the most depressing of all timelines. Just use torpedo bombers. Please. Don't use Tech 1 bombers. Jesus. Well, he is actually killing some frigates with them, but my god, he's more so feeding vet to the rest of the frigates. Because they're killing them with their anti-air. Which, although it isn't great, it's certainly enough to kill Tech 1 bombers. Oh, air fight. Grimplex decides he wants to lose air again. Both players with a questionable first turn there, and a questionable second turn, and a predictable air loss for Grimplex. He seems to have lost every single air fight in this game except for the first maybe like 6 minutes of the game. He had air control. After that, I think he's lost every air fight. This is an out of fuel Vultu. That'll just give you some insight into how long it's been around. This is the one that was behind the base, actually, I guess. It has 1241 mass killed, 19 kills. It's finally taken out. And yes, we have one naval factory remaining for Torin. Navy is completely, utterly lost. Important to note that Torin has had more mass total for a lot of this game, actually, despite having less. Well, I guess he has similar map control. But, yeah, finally the frigates will be taken out. He's still using Tech 1 bombers, but there's actually a lot of torp bombers there now. Finally, they will go down. That's a lot of new production. That's very expensive. Imagine having to spend 4,500 mass to replace all your naval production, and then there's 20 more frigates coming for it to kill it again before you can even produce 5 frigates. Yeah, he cannot afford to lose that naval production. It's absolutely essential. Like, he could maybe rebuild his production once, although that's also questionable. He maybe could rebuild it once. There's no way he could rebuild all of this twice, though. Not a chance. Like, it's not possible, especially now that Tech 2 Navy is on the field for Grimplex. Air is going to have to hold the line for a while until Tech 2 Navy can come up for Torin as well. Some potential T2 mech skills here. Well, certainly one. The random frigates flying around. I guess they'll, stop engineers from reclaiming stuff for a while. There's a substantial fucking reclaim field. Problem is, all the fighting has happened here, which you'll note is exactly next to Torrent's base. So that's a major strategic problem for Grimplex. So we better hope, for his sake, that he can do something quickly before inevitably this reclaim is turned over to Torrent. Don't think we'll be seeing any. This is not a scenario to make Tech 3 mexes for Grimplex. Certainly, I would love if he would just have cleaned this up a long time ago. And he could have cleaned up probably both sides a long time ago. He's got 3 cruisers and no destroyers yet, and also no shields. That's pretty questionable. What is that? It's just a frigate. I thought it might have been a T2 naval wreck. Looks like very questionable attack by Torrent. It doesn't look like Torrent has enough here. He's got to have less, right? Like, yeah, he does have less. Actually, not as many less as not as few as I thought, but still a little bit less. 4 cruisers now, 5 cruisers. Is he going to build a destroyer ever? Why is he building 5 cruisers? Oh, air fight. Into torpedo bombers. Oh. Shield drops. Grimplex flying away from his adversary. And it's actually working out. No! What the hell? What is this air micro? From Torrent and Grimplex. Cruisers doing what they can to try and win this air fight, and he actually wins the air fight. How? How did he win that air fight? That is so ridiculous. Okay, that... if he had lost that air fight, which it really looked like he ought to have, that could have been devastating, but he wins it. And now the reclaim field is slowly migrating northwards towards Grimplex, but Torrent in the meantime has grabbed a significant chunk of the mass here, several thousand. And does he have Tech 2 Navy though? No, still no Tech 2 Navy? What does he expect to be able to do without Tech 2 Navy? This island gonna come under immediate cruiser missile bombardment, and the frigates continue to be 99% of the actual navy to navy component of Grimplex's army. Still no destroyers whatsoever. Cruisers and the odd shield here and there. And he's going to win another naval battle here. Just look at the density of frigates for Grimplex compared to the density of frigates of Torrent. It's a devastating loss for Torrent, and the story of this game is the story of these frigate battles. No idea why Torrent continues to fight terrible, terrible fights in the Navy. And I don't think there's any possible way, once again, to save this production now. Not a chance. And air fight. Torrent's just parked on the land. Grimplex decides to go in for the air fight. He's definitely going to win this one, unless he just allows Torrent to fly away, which he does. Okay. Grimplex, you can see what Grimplex does here. So he gives a move order. So Torrent's here again. Why Torrent is fighting here? Nonsensical, absolutely nonsensical. He's got 10 frigates against 30. Just makes no sense to fight here. But you can see what Grimplex does, how he does the micro. So use the Shift G order, and he'll do it to get them to move into a line. So let's say he wants to move this way, and there's an army here. He'll give a move order to here. The frigates will form like a line in this direction, and quite a dense line. And then he'll select them all, and he'll attack move them towards the enemy. So that's a good way to use the Shift G move. It's it's very important to be using the Shift G stuff with frigates, because one, they can actually like go on top of each other, which can be good, can be bad, considering other frigates have, well, all frigates have AoE, but it's very important to be able to get them to pack more densely, so you have more, well, you just have more concentrated DPS, which is what wins a lot of fights. You'll see, especially say Nexus do it with Tech 1 Land as well, especially in like small groups of say 6 Mantis. You'll see him use Shift G a lot to get the Mantis all together. Means they're closer together, and it also means they'll shoot the same target, which is quite important. But yeah, that was a well played game by Grimplex, I would say. All in all, good frigate micro. If only he scooped all that reclaim. Yeah, I mean, he could have done a better job with that. Okay, I'm gonna get a drink. Back in a couple of minutes. Okay. So, and you want to send me a replay or anything? Feel free. Let's see what Tex has been up to. Dead? No. Well, hard to ignore it now, is it? Isn't it? Okay, I have to close Aeolus just for the sake of the stream. I keep looking at it. I keep looking at it. It's so distracting. This stuff. Oh, so distracting. Tex claiming he's rusty. Don't see how that makes any sense. He's playing constantly. Pepsi saying he is so rusty. This I'm more inclined to believe. What's happening in there? Oh, well, what's up? Oh, hello, Pablo. They're talking about, you know, current events. Of course. It's very distracting. 1v1 Rust is different. It is, but also you are playing regularly. Pepsi, I don't know if he is. I have no idea. I don't think he is. But sure, 1v1 Rust is a little bit different. He's cursed someone else. That is Pepsi. Esperanto. Pepseranto. SB. What else was he called? He's had a lot of names. I don't know. Yeah, Accursed is now his name. Kind of cool name. So yeah, apparently Tex stalled mass, I guess. Oof. Speaking of stalling mass. Yeah, this is not good. Too slow, I think, on the expansion there. I think that's what happened. I'm not sure exactly, but I think that's what happened. Transport 3 minutes 11 seconds. Completed. Also, yeah, I do like that we can see the build queue in the bottom left. That's quite a nice new feature. Because well, wait, hang on. There's no build queue here. Interesting. Anyway, the transport leaves in absolute safety, peace, tranquility. And drops 3 of its 4 engineers. Only 4 engineers on board is a little sad, but these things happen. You would rather more. Bit of an inty fight here. 1 versus 1. And should be a draw, I guess. Because inties are supposed to be equal to each other. And it is a draw. Hooray. The 1 NG dropped on the Hydra is a bit weird, I guess. Well, I guess it's fine. 3 in the... I think it's definitely good to get 3 in the one position. The problem with having only 4 is if you had 6, you could very easily justify dropping engineers on the other island. With only 4, it's more risky. Dropping 3 here is nice because you can quickly get the mexes and the factory can come up quite quickly. So you don't want to spread them around too much. Ideally, you would say drop here, secure the center and maybe the Hydra as well, as the bomber gets a second kill and does not deny the factory. So yeah, you can see already immediately the impact of making sure you have the engineers in the right position to get the factory up before a bomber does too significant damage. The 3rd NG goes down as well, so that was a good bomber, even though it didn't deny the factory. But yeah, ideally you would drop here, secure, you know, the center and maybe 1 piece outside, maybe the Hydra, maybe more mexes. Then you would drop this side, secure it, and then you would also then start dropping the mexes on the outside of these islands. And that is a very, very important PD rush. Killing all of SP's engineers. He dropped 4 there. And they're all dead. Very painful for SP to lose those like that. Quite, maybe even fortunate for Tex. He's losing air here. Oh. And once again, the factory goes up. So, factory in a PD means this place is... I mean, it's not secure, but it's certainly in a pretty good position. Attempted micro here from Pepsi is not paying off at all. Where are the ACUs? Here's one ACU, still in the base. It's low style. As Pepsi still has not dropped the left-hand side. This is potentially very painful, because he's going to be the second one to drop this island. Let's see what he sees with this air scout. Did he see that? It was on the radar for a long time. It was in vision of the thing as well, but there hasn't really been a reaction. That's a 2 HP bomber. So it will go down to this anti-air. But it gets a drop. Kills a almost complete radar and an NG. As Tex arrives, and he's going to get the mexes and continue building factories here. Engineers going to come out of this factory to help the ACU out. 4 engineers dropped into a nice clear area. You can see he drops into a position where there's no trees to block building. The problem is, yeah, that's what I was thinking. How does he afford building a proxy here? His eco is not in a position to do that, especially if he's committing to making navy right now as well. 1 naval factory maybe, but the fact that he's having to build factories here now, he's gonna have to fight a proxy here. So there's no way he can afford to build a proxy here. No possible way. He's trying to grab reclaim. He'd want to be... I don't know. He'd want to grab all of the reclaim in about 4 seconds to be able to afford what he wants to build right now. Multiple reasons his economy is in a terrible position. One of them is just the complete lack of reclaiming on his own island. I mean, utter lack. There's almost nothing taken. some of the major chunks maybe here. Other than that, nothing. I mean, virtually none of the reclaim taken on this island, and these two mexes are not taken. And this island was dropped extremely late, so this cannot afford the things that he needs right now. And Tex at this point is going to be set up in this position, and you can see he's beginning to scout here. With his eco in the right position, he could have had 5 or 6 factories up here already and put Tex under massive pressure, but it's the thing, it all comes back to eco in this game most of the time. And again, and also this is very expensive. Like, is this 700 mass, maybe over 1,000 mass invested here? Is that worth it more than having the factories here? Not really, no. Why miss all the reclaim? It's a sad story. Yeah, I know. I mean, you do have to invest in factories and engineers to grab the reclaim, but it's you know, it's definitely worth it. But you do have to invest to take it. Phobos are actually doing damage, which is a bit strange. Probably could have been dealt with. I mean, on this island they'll be dealt with because there's some units. There's no units on this island at all. Also a lack of radar, so he didn't even know they were coming. But you should really expect this. You have to expect it. If you look at the Pepsi's eco, still has no mass whatsoever, just stalling constantly. And he's 6k mass behind now, and we're only 10 minutes in, so it's looking quite nasty. This transport has 2 units on it. Okay. Brutal. The Phobos are still alive. They have killed, they haven't killed this mech somehow. Probably it hasn't been scouted. Yeah, it hasn't been scouted. You usually want, yeah, you want to scout ahead for your Phobos so that they can, you know, shoot stuff without, because they have a very limited vision range. So you really want to scout ahead for them so they can use their full range. This is devastating. I mean, these factories are not going to last. Where's the ACU? Like, where is the ACU? He's still in the base. There's no reason for this ACU to be in the base and not here. Certainly should be on this island defending it. And yeah, Tex eventually, I mean, I feel like he's taking his time walking over here, but he is here and he can just simply walk into the middle of this, get the Lobos shooting, and just shoot the tanks maybe, or just even reclaim the factories. Phobos just killing everything somehow. That looks like a ground fire order, which is why they're still shooting. Like, why are they still alive? Just make some labs. Oh, here's some labs. Where the fuck did they come from? There's loads of labs. And yet, T2 Maxes are under attack. But they're not dying. A lot of T1 Maxes have died though. Tech 2 transport, Tech 2 ACU. Where is that guy going? Is the question. Tech's now with a few frigates out. Well, you could patrol them then. Also, you have no radars. Build a freaking radar. Okay, the ACU heading towards the main base here. There's a PD going to be up though. Oh, because of the Swackle and Tech's meta, they always build T2 Flak and PD in their base. So that's pretty nasty when you want to drop an ACU into the main base. Also, he's so far behind on eco that this is a Tech 2 drop does not seem very likely to work. Oh, he does land. Jesus, that was close. He doesn't have the gun. He didn't drop any artillery with him. He absolutely needed to bring artillery with him, in my opinion. T1 PD going up. T2 PD being captured? No, he's reclaiming, in fact. Okay, never mind. Sad. Sad. He's simply reclaiming stuff. I mean, you do have to walk a lot closer. I mean, like... yeah, this is pointless. That makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense how he's conducted this drop. How viable is T1 Navy on 1v1 pizza? Well, it's necessary. It's absolutely necessary to make T1 Navy. But yeah, dropping and then just simply reclaiming with your Tech 2 ACU, it will never work. This is not, you know, not possible. In the time you're reclaiming, the other guy is building more of the stuff that you are reclaiming. So, yeah, not possible to win like that. This flak got insane value. You can drop artilleries with your ACU. You can fit the, you know, the ACU doesn't take up every transport clamp on the transport. One of the things that people should pay attention to, because I rarely see people use the rest of the clamps when they drop their commander. You can always fit some artillery or NGs. You can send NGs too. This map. Too many trees. You have to build the arty, which is usually the hard bit. Perhaps. He had some arty though. It's the best brand. So, what else am I gonna watch, dude? Huh? I'm sorry, where's the high level unrusted 2200 plays to watch? Don't see any. You're welcome to suggest games. I would be grateful. A lot of Celine's dying. Nice lab there from Esperanto. Oh, it's going to be a very nice lab. He's going to get 2 kills here. Can he defend his NG? He can. Nicely done there. Yeah, the lab. Yeah, both engineers here got killed. That's nice. Please 1v1 on Loki. Oh, we watched 2 Loki 1v1s earlier in the stream. Yeah, SP looking solid. This is very nice eco bar. Gonna struggle for power though. Ooh, I see a power dive happening. Potentially. Yeah, no, it's looking good. Difficulties though, that's a very good ACU movement from, well, very good I say. Very risky move by Tex. Actually, he should just die. He's completely exposed here. Like, this is unreasonable as fuck. This is not enough Mantis, but this and this is definitely enough Mantis. Send the ACU in this direction. Get these ACU up here. NGs here. NGs. Tanks here. If he starts moving now, he can catch him. And I think he would take a lot of damage. Tech's trying to build a PD, though. He's been allowed to build a PD, in fact. Could have denied it. Even though it's 14 tanks, you'd say, you know, 14 tanks can't kill an ACU. But could have denied the PD. Now there's no... Yeah, now it's tricky. Because now it's a very dangerous thing to commit to. Because he's got no Medusa. And now Tex can play around the PD a little bit. You can't bring your units from this direction anymore. So that PD is very, very necessary. So it turned out to be a very nice move there. But I'm not really sure that you can count on being allowed to walk up here, build both Mexes and a PD, and then just walk away. Don't really know if you can count on being allowed to do that. But in the meantime, more importantly, Tex is taking this reclaim on the left side. SP is trying to sneak some engineers over here to get the NGs on the right hand side, which is actually working. Nicely done there, actually. But overall, more map control for Tex. He's got a little bit more mass. He's got Tech 2 land now as well, and SP does not. So overall, just very nice play from Tex here. And he should be in a good position. I mean, this is crazy how much mass that SP has just stolen. He has no control of this area. And now he's going to take control of it. And he has NGs ready to drop forward into the reclaim field once he's taken control of it. The problem is going to be Tech 2 land now. He's certainly behind in land forces over the next few minutes. And certainly his map control is just lesser. No PD to defend this expansion means that it might just go down to this army. I think there's more force here. Also, Tex making sure he's trying to micro so that he's fighting as few of the Mantis at once as possible. He looked at Aeolus. Oh no. Yeah, it's good stuff in there, no? Yeah, great stuff. And now, ooh, this is perfect for Esperanto. He's like, oh, what will I do with my gun? Oh, great, a T1 army has arrived, so I can shoot that. That's perfect. Missed microed a bit there. He could have gotten more kills, but he kept retreating away. Some potentially nice raids. 2 Ilshis dropped in emergency defensive units here. And he micros them by moving them directly into the middle of all the Mantis, which is not really the best micro, but it doesn't matter. They're so tanky they can get away. Yeah, good raids here from Pepsi, but it's just too late. He's gotten a small amount of initiative now because of the Tech 2 switch. There's a lot of production after going up. But this initiative is going to die away very quickly. And he's going to be left with a much inferior army. to Texas, who already probably has 10 Ilshis out. Yeah, he's got 11 even. So, and a flak. Gun on his commander. I might have gone Tech 2 here because it's much, well, it's more useful for ACU safety. The flak goes down to the gun ACU in the middle of the map somehow. And SB has gone for Tech 2 Air. Corsairs, not sure what he was targeting there, but he didn't hit anything or didn't kill anything. He's dying to Tech 1 anti-air, which is underrated against Tech 2 bombers, by the way, in my opinion. Tech 1 anti-air I think is quite nice against Tech 2 bombers because it's not worth it. I think one of the reasons is that they have a good muzzle velocity, so they do actually do damage. And the second thing is that it's not worth really for a bomber to attack Tech 1 anti-air because it's just too cheap, and you can only kill like one of them, maybe slightly more than one. Oh, the Corsairs were already damaged, so they're going down too quickly. They won't kill this Tech 2 P-Gen. You need, I mean, 2 is not going to kill that anyway. Okay, the initiative didn't dry up so quickly, apparently. SB is making more happen than I thought he would. No PDs up here means that Mantis can just run over them. Even with this many Mantis, you'd need multiple PDs anyway. Bit of a counter-attack. It's kind of risky to send your Ilshis off like that on a counter-attack, especially when there's a big amount of Mantis here. Now, if there were only some Medusa, this would be a force multiplier. It's like Medusa is a serious force multiplier against Ilshavo, especially. Very, very good versus Ilshavo. 2 PDs pop up in the base, a third one going to go up, and the Mantis just have to retreat now because they will just get massacred. I mean, he's still going to lose several Mantis to the PDs. And yeah, this army looking quite a lot less significant than before. But the rest of the map is pretty much devastated by the Ilshavo. Could not defend these positions, and if you can't defend all of this, then you better have something else going on. ACU, look at all this anti-air. God, what? This turned into such a messy game. Look at how many mexes are empty. Most of them, maybe. It might even be most of the mech spots are empty. By the way, the Ilshis are here, and they're going to finish the job that the T1 bombers have started. And Pepsi could not escape there. Not a chance. Not without air control. Tech 1A got buffed. People sleeping on it OP. Well, wouldn't say it's OP, but it's certainly good. But also, it got buffed a long time ago. Now, a long time ago. What's up, Noah? What's up, Uncle Fungus? See Tex. Old nerd Tex bullying me. Damn these old nerds. Weak ground from SB. The harshest comment yet. Okay, let's see. How's the armchair politics been in the chat since Ukraine? Well, no, not too much happening in this chat. Aeolus is a raging dumpster fire, obviously. I mean, there's some people there who a bit slightly reasonable, but in general, wouldn't recommend. Pablo can tell you about that. And Swackle. Ugh. Poor Swackle has to mod that stuff, right? What's up, Thomas? How's it going? Can we keep it quarantined today, all this? Well, you know, I've closed the Aeolus, so I don't have to look at it. You know, I have opinions, but it would be best, perhaps, not to begin speaking about it here. Because everyone's got opinions. You are the only expert. Exactly, yes. Yeah, I mean, you know, I stopped pursuing my virology degree and now I'm pursuing a degree in foreign relations, international affairs. Let's hear them. No. All I'd say is that, you know, I'm afraid that I'm going to hear the war drums beating. I think they're already beating a little bit in the American press, so just hopefully things don't escalate. But looking at what people say, they might just, a lot of people might just want to cheer us all on into World War III. But you know, people are fucked up right now. It's been a crazy few years. So we got Zlo and Yellow Noob. Yellow Noob is Banani, I think. That would make sense. Bananas are yellow. And this is kind of a classic map. Oh, he bombs the reclaim. Sneaky. But that's all he bombs, so not... Oh, he gets another bomb off. That might just kill a few hundred mass. Yeah, that's actually a decent bomber. That's all he bombed was reclaim, and it was worth it. It's been worth it. New strats, guys. You don't even need to bomb units anymore. Simply bomb reclaim. Now, can he defend his engineers? Looks like there's a lab coming in. Bit of mech marine action. Oh, he doesn't get the kill. Zlo does not get the kill in this NG, but there's more damage potential over here. And this NG should definitely go down. There's some units coming in and support the other NG. Will it be safe? Yeah, there's nothing else coming in for it. Lab gonna hide in the corner to prolong its life as long as possible, which is not too long. Zlo sending almost all of his units to the bottom, relying on his ACU to secure the top. Looks like Zlo certainly has more units available to him. 21 strikers, 20. Well, similar tank numbers and more even distribution from Yellow Noob. Even distribution might be less effective though, we'll see. Well, no, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that orb. I mean, right now I agree with that. So yeah, Zlo securing himself here. He's got some of the reclaim. There's important pockets of reclaim. This one, which got bombed. There's this one here. This one here, which is sort of half taken. Pretty bad attack here. A few wasted tanks from Zlo. Not too big of a waste, but still a little bit. Couple of factories going up for Banani. Where's the eco, guys? What, definitely a map to make some eco on. You have reclaim available. You should definitely have NGs picking up the last of these rocks. Yeah, definitely a map where you can eco. Zlo even is making some X upgrades. He's making the second one now. Already got the first. Defending on the top side easily with good ACU positioning. If you have the intel, then you can put your ACU in the right position to secure it. Do people get mad about getting their reclaim bombed? Well, of course. I mean, why wouldn't you be mad about that? Yes, I think one Mantis would end the conflict in Europe. That's true. God, could you imagine seeing a Mantis to scale in its actual scale? or even just one of, I don't know, anything from the Subcom universe in its actual scale. Tech 2 land is the choice for Banani. Tech 2 air is the choice for Zlo. How big would a Mantis be? I mean, I think it would be like... How big would it be? I don't know. It's probably like it's probably like 40 feet high or something. I don't know, something like that. Maybe taller. I don't really know the exact scales, but they're definitely huge. Like huge. Yeah, it's extremely rude. Like, oh my god. Like a War of the Worlds tripod. Maybe, yeah, maybe. Something like that. Although that looks even creepier. Feet, where are the SI units? Hey, look, we were ruled by the British for 800 years, so we don't have SI units here. Need tree for comparison, exactly. That's what I'm having in my head. There's a human inside an ACU. Yes, there is. There is. How many units to take down a Mantis? 1 in an ACU. Not sure where. I think is there like it looks like there's eyes there, doesn't there? Oh, Oh, crotch cam. Sudden crotch cam. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know why it has eye slits, because scale-wise, that doesn't make any sense. Apologies for the sudden crotch cam. Oh yeah, an Inti would be a gigantic ship. I think the like the person is basically like right inside, just inside the head is like the cockpit. Pilot's not human specific. Yeah, sure. I mean, the Seraphim dude is not a human. T1 wars, dude. What is with the T1 battles here? I don't really get it. T1 land supported by T2 flag. That is the Seraphim way, apparently, and Sparkies are going to combat that. I like it. This is nice, but the air is completely lost though. No air fight for, or no air supremacy for Zlo whatsoever, and he's the dude with Tech 2 air, so that's going to be a problem. Banani with the superior eco now, and he desperately wants this air fight, but he's going to fly towards some static flank. Static flank is aptly named by the UEF. It's called the air cleaner, and he's going to win the air fight despite having way less inties because of it. Look at that. Now that's an air cleaner, dude. 1200 mass killed, 1400 mass killed, 2 vets. Brutal. Total brutal domination, as they say. Tech 1 bombers coming in, getting 1 pass and dying. That's extremely inefficient, but if it gets rid of the PD and he can walk over this, is it worth it? Maybe. I mean, probably not, but maybe. Tech 2 and gun on this ACU, and now this expansion is going to be should be destroyed. I mean, he can't send all the units across here to clean this up because he needs to be careful with his commander, but well, actually no, his commander's fine. Oh, except for the gunships. The gunships might be a danger. No, they just take out the PD and retreat. Yeah, this could be killed. I think he has time, and if he doesn't hurry up, there's going to be multiple PDs over here to defend against him. He's already allowed 1 to go up. Yeah, static flak is the one unit that's just like absolutely denies inties in its airspace. I mean, Cybrans are, yeah, they're like cyborgs kind of deal. You know, classic sci-fi stuff. Man, he's got to hang around and kill these factories and stuff. Just clean all this mess up. But it looks really good for Banani right now. Amazing bits of damage going on over here, though, I gotta say. Look at this. Look at the micro. He's trying to escape. He's trying to get away from the Ilshi, but he's being chased down. He won't be able to get another mech kill, that's for sure. But still, good damage. Okay, this is finally cleaned up. Cybern also had a Hex 5 who is just the... Oh, if he had 2 TMLs there. If he had shot at the ACU, he would have killed him. Oh no, he wouldn't have killed him, but he would have almost killed him. They also had Hex 5 who's like... you know, he's just the digital super AI. and yeah, then Brackman is the creator of the Cyberns, the father of the new, the new human sort of deal. Oh, damn, I think he was TMLing. I'm not sure what he was TMLing, but it didn't work anyway. That's a big army now. But look, this is also a big army, and the difference is this army is flying, and it's coming for the ACU. The flags first are going down. Oh, Hex 5 and QAI. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, true. QAI is the super intelligence. TMLs don't even get close. And yeah, who's Hex 5? Hex 5 is just one of the Cyberns. Or they all Russians are just dust, yeah. I don't know. Brackman has a really weird accent. I don't know what it is. Yellow Noob is still losing health here. Who's my favorite character in the Subcom universe? I mean, I don't think the Subcom universe has good characters. Slow. Slow, what the fuck? What are you doing? How did he just fly over all that anti-air and lose like no HP on his fucking... He doesn't even have gun. Oh, Slow, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. He goes down. Oh, gotta love it though. Oh, he was still getting burned by Janice. Brackman has a text-to-speech accent. Yeah, it's weird. I don't get it. It's like some I don't get it. Like how did they get away with like, I don't know, that accent is just weird. And it makes me think of other accents, like the Batman voice that fucking what's his name did in the Dark Knight and stuff. It's like, why? How did anyone think that was good? What's the guy's name? The actor. Anyway. How can I not remember his name? Yeah, there were books of Subcom, yeah. I never read any of them, but yeah, apparently there's books with Subcom lore. Bane. No, not Bane. Like the guy who did Batman. Who was Batman? Fucking yeah, Christian Bale, there you go. Thank you. Finally. Like, what was that Batman voice? That was so dumb. Special weapons and tactics, exactly. Let's see. Any other interesting games here? See what happens in the depths of burger time between the burgers. Oof, what is this map? 15 by 15. It's a strange one. Very, very map Jenny. All mexes are in this narrow band. What do you do? Spam PDs here, maybe? Get some Navy going. If you get Tech 2 Navy, cruisers for the wreck, certainly going to be good. Tech 2 Navy not going to be as useful for Raider. Probably want to build your base in this direction to limit the exposure to navies. But yeah, it's going to be probably decent bit of eco. Raider is Aeon. Let's check the reclaim. Wow, it's nothing. There is no reclaim. That's it. That's all you get. And one rock over here. Great. There's not even anything here. This is completely useless. Here we have one mechs in the water and nothing else. So oh, you win some, you lose some. I like how he's already made a tank. That seems like a waste, to be honest. So much mass in the bank and no, yes, this is not a time to be aggressive. It's a time for thinking economically. Think in terms of eco and expansion. Assuming there won't be mass left for Navy. Well, it depends on what plays out. I mean, you're absolutely right that you have to fight for the center because it's 8 mexes here directly in the middle of the map. Early air win for Raider. He's definitely going for air. He's got a couple of air factories already. The wreck with maybe slightly better expansion. He is actually making Navy. Navy's going to be more useful for wreck certainly than Raider. A lot of air factories, most of them paused though. Not enough. Yeah, not incorrect scaling here for sure from Rec. I mean, the fact he already has 22 mechs is like, so it's kind of hard to balance that kind of economy. And Raider, he's made loads of inties. Fair enough, you got a good intie force, but hasn't done anything with air at all. He hasn't built a bomber that I've seen. If he has, he's probably built one. I haven't seen it do anything, so I'm not really sure what the deal is. He's already on the way to Tech 2 Air, so that's fair enough. If he wasn't, that would be pretty sad. He's already got a Tech 2 Max as well, which I like. He should continue making those. And he could even just go immediately for a snipe on the wreck. Honestly, in this scenario, it could be an option. It's not very much land production going here. Both players, I suspect, are floating mass. Okay, Rek is now spending mass, probably because he's building, upgrading mexes. I'd say that's the only reason he can spend his mass. He has 2 upgrading right now, at least. I'm not sure if he has any more. Maybe not. Bit of a push towards the center. Raider already grabbed some of the mexes here, but let's see how long he can hold on to them. He is against, of course, Aurora, and it's a nice battleground for Aurora for sure. Nice and flat, open. No terrain really to speak of except small bits that don't affect the Aurora too much. So Rek is in a pretty tricky position, but yeah, the forward factories are nice. Tech 2 air is up, and gunships gonna come out. Gunships for Aeon, very, very nice against Tech 1 land. So Rek should be moving to Tech 2 land, in my opinion, pretty quickly. He's kind of slow. I mean, it's a map for fast scaling. He's only now heading to Tech 2 land. He needs to get... I'm sure the plan is to get all these NGs upgrading the factory. That's why they're placed here, but he just hasn't gotten around to it yet. Gunships raiding now. Swifty's also here in the Air Force, mixed in. Airfight gonna come, and it's not gonna be good for Rek at all. It's gonna be terrible, in fact. Absolutely devastating loss. Yep. And the gunship's doing hugely beneficial raids here. Can also head towards the back. I'm surprised he hasn't already, but he definitely could have sent one here, one here, one here. But yeah, looking really good for Raider. I think he's taking a solid approach by just going straight for air, and there wasn't really a response by the Rek. If he had scattered some Tech 1 anti-air around, like if he'd made 4 or 5 or 6 of them here, he could have secured this, but hard to secure the back mexes for sure. And that's a mad waste. Jesus. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, ugh. Oh, that's disgusting. I mean, Jesus. What is that? So yeah, Raider just allowed all of his gunships and a lot of his air to die to a couple of flaks and some static anti-air that was built there. He just completely forgot about his air there. Just ridiculous. So not looking quite so bad for the Rek, and also in the meantime he's completely taking control of the 8 mexes in the middle plateau. He hasn't been making an upgrade though, which is potentially very bad for him. I think if he had just simply made Tech 2 in the ACU, begin spamming the PDs, and I think he'd be in a very solid position. There's really nothing... The 2 PDs can cover the entire choke point. Now 2 PDs won't be enough to hold everything back most likely, but certainly nothing's going to get past. I think PDs in the middle would be perfect. Rainer has 2 frigs. It's the frigate movement, it's mostly been ignored, I guess. People are moving their frigates once every 4 minutes, I'd say, on average, and the Rek is just pushing in with Tech 1 land. Now, why he's pushing in, I don't really understand, considering he has control of the middle already. The only option is that he thinks he can actually... Like, well, that's the thing. I don't know what he thinks he's achieving. He's not going to get the kill, that's for sure. So I'm questioning this. A lot of Swifties in the air there. But what are they going to achieve now? It's a huge investment into Swiftwinds. Arguably you could just, you know, not build the Swifties and just go Tech 3 air. To be honest, that might be a decent approach, or Tech 3 land. But he's going for still a lot of Aurora and Blazes and remaking some gunships. And yeah, still no AC upgrade in the middle is strange. The gunship's not really being protected. Oh, they are. Tech 2 Max about to drop. But there's a flak here. He needs to target the flak. Just go snipe the flak. Can be done. There's only one there. Flak's in this position defending. Flak back here defending. That's quite nice. Good spreading of the units there. Raider gonna push in. Wreck is making the gun. Don't understand why he makes the gun in this situation. It's not terrible, but again, why do people not see a choke point on a land map and say PDs? Really good fight for Raider there. He's got more Tech 2 units. He's got double gun, and the other ACU is not fighting, so it's guaranteed good trade. Now the Wreck has the gun though, and he's pushing in once again. He's just grinding. Just grinding. And it's working. He's getting the overcharges in there, and Raider is being pushed back. Once again, I'm thinking, how about some Tech 3? But no, these guys just want to spam a lot. Gunship's going down to the flax now. They got a few shots off, but Wreck isn't even phased by that at all. Units running out on both sides. Flak forces the air away. Raiders dropping lower. Distinct lack of shields in Raiders' army, and also in Wreck's army, it's got to be said. Look at this huge reclaim field, and it's going to be Wreck that gets it as he continues pushing forward. Raider dropping down below 4k. He's in the red, and Wreck is actually getting healthier, up to 13k now. Where's the T2PD? Exactly. Like, if either one of them had a T2PD, just one in this fight, they would have the advantage. More gunships coming up, but you know, the most opportune moment for those gunships was earlier on when he wasted them in the base of Wreck. Since then, they really haven't achieved much at all. T2 radar, please. That would also be nice. It's like Intel literally stops exactly where Raider's army is. At least Raider has a bit more intel. Building frigates for no reason. These are completely useless. They don't even rally to the one mechs they can kill. I mean, he could at least keep them next to the shore for intel. But yeah, what's the plan here? Doesn't seem to be any plan. Make shield, I guess. Oh, how about Tech... not Tech 2. How about... Looks like he's making shield to me. Oh, no. There's flax everywhere, dude. You can't fight here. How about Chrono? Chrono could have changed the whole game here. But instead, he just got a lame shield. How much reclaim has the Wreck got? Oh, 20k reclaim. Raider has 8k. That's devastating. That's most of the difference in eco between them. The rest of it comes from the 8 middle mexes that the Wreck has here. He's even ecoing those middle mexes. Jesus. But yeah, guys, build shields. Build mobile shields. That is all. Yeah, no PDs, no shields. Very sad stuff. And he's going straight for Harbs. Now, the only reason I could say he goes straight for Harbs is if his plan is to immediately drop those first Harbs into the... Oh no, vaporized. Into the back of the bases here. Oh my god, that was terrible. The gunships were grouped up so much that almost all of them are 1 HP. Look, they're just getting one shot by single inties there now. Wreck is pushing in. Again, he simply just gets more HP. I mean, to be fair, Raider is at full HP again as well. But still, Raiders just continually pushed back. Still not a single PD. But no, he's sending the Harps to the front line. You see, if you want to fight on the front line, he really just had to make snipers. Huge air fight. The Wreck apparently just had way more air and decided to let loads of Tech 2 mexes die before he decided to use it. A Harb runs into the middle of an army for no reason and dies. And Raider is running away from a single gunship that is then killed by other gunships. Why is there a Riptide? Riptides are great. Why isn't there a Riptide? Tech 3 mechs, by the way. This I do approve of. Percy's moving to the front. Very slowly. A couple of transports would be great. Would improve the quality of reinforcements greatly. That's an overcharge that does not kill. Enemy Harb. Yeah, just imagine some snipers. Why are there still no shields and there's no snipers? And this UEF ACU is pretty good. Wonder what kind of unit I could make to outrange him and kill him extremely quickly from distance. Not the Harb. The other one. Also, that's so many. There's still Tech 2 and Tech 1 units being built. There's 100 million engineers in the base. Not great. And all the time, like, Wreck is still moving slightly forward. He's getting the reclaim. Once again, he's still getting the reclaim. He's up to 40k reclaim. And Raider is at 14k. 36k more reclaim. It's crazy. Once again, most of the difference in their ecos is the reclaim difference. I don't see a world in which Wreck dies to this, but there are quite a few Harbs, but not really enough. He could be dropping quite low if he gets focused, though. Yeah, he drops down to 8k there. Another overcharge goes out. So that was actually good for that was a good attack for Raider there. Scared Wreck a little bit. That was good damage on the ACU. But he's probably making, yeah, it looks like he's making nano right now, so that's going to boost his HP and his regen again. Neither of them moving to Tech 3 air, though. No, just as I say that, the Wreck is moving Tech 3 air. He has a Tech 3 P-Gen already, which is very important. No Tech 3 P-Gen at all coming for Raider. You can see he's also killed these NGs to get better pathfinding out of his factory, which is nice. Speaking of, he hasn't fixed the pathfinding here. Kind of insane to me how much fighting there is in the exact same position and nobody thinks to build a PD. Insane. Wreck is back up to very healthy level of health there. Very healthy level of health. That's great. Great word speaking. And Raider is the one who's going to die here. There's no way he gets away from all of these units. They begin to focus on him. Percy's landing their shots and the pillars doing the rest of the work. Raider is defeated. And you gotta say that was not the tightest gameplay I've ever seen, but I liked it. It was pretty good. Yeah, it's not quite Astro Crater. It's you know, Astro Crater-esque, but there is actually a lot more to fight for in the middle than there is on Astro Crater, I'll tell you that. Good game, says Bully. Yep, definitely. I mean, you know, it's Burger Zone. This is Burger Zone gameplay. Yeah, Wreck 140 points lower than Raider and gets the win. I think it all the moment Raider lost all that air stuff here in Rex base, it was all downhill from there. Absolutely all downhill from there. I feel attacked. What can I say? I don't make the rules. Burger Zone is what it is. Should I queue 4v4? 15 in queue. We might get a game. Queue ladder. Nah. Don't think so. I have to stare at my GM badge inside. GM. Holy crap. Yeah, interesting. I don't have my rank yet. Very sad. Grimplex is only a Master 3. Oof. Let's see. Storm is also Master 3. Wounded Master 1. A few Grandmasters there. Tech, Swakos, Low, Manani, Econoob, Raider, and Hartzer. Hartzer just barely in there. Four v4 GM greater than 1v1 GM. Oh, I didn't get matched. Damn. Oh, everyone's searching ladder now. Okay, right. I'll play one ladder game and then probably call it on the stream. Hopefully I get a good map. There's only one Grandmaster in 2v2. Holy crap. It's Banani. 4v4. There's Bully. What is the general public perception of donuts? Don't know. You gotta do some surveys on that. So, you know, hard to say. Contentious issue, obviously. Donuts. Where do they lie in the baked goods pantheon? There's a single person, no share queue. Yeah, that was me. The no share agenda. Oh, on the leaderboard, okay. Fuck, why did I get this try hard as fuck map? God damn. Oh, this is just so try hard. Fuck. Jesus. So, we'll make some labs and stuff. Shit. Fuck. Fuck. I love that. Oh, he's already got a tank there. Oh no, I didn't give a drop order. What? Oh my god, how many kills does that thing get? He actually killed that NG as well. Fuck. How's Ace user? I have so much mass. Hmm. Too much power. Don't really know what he's doing at all. Just worrying. Well, he's making eco anyway. That's for sure. Should be paying attention though. Maybe tech 2 air is the thing. Yeah, I should probably not make mongoose. Making a few is fine. Making this many, not quite so fine. What do I need? What do I need to do here? Seco, fuck it. He's making the gun. He's made the gun. He's PD creeping. Okay. Okay, that's dead. Tech 3 air maybe? I don't know what the hell he could have. Feels like he doesn't have anything. Oh, the PD wall is killing me here. Yeah, the wall literally killed everything. It's still killing everything. Man's got a whole ass army over here. Swackle, we should make Tech 2 artillery. Definitely. We know who we're against here. I am seriously wondering what he's making though. Oh, I should have made those Tech 2 a long time ago. He's got a Tech 3 max. Oh, look at all this mass I could have. Those are mine. Alright, once this T3 max is finished, we're going to be in a good spot, I think, economically. Shouldn't stall, but whatever. We have more of the map. We should be fine. He does that. It has 2 Tech 3 maxes though. It's a little worrying. Let's get the base. Oh, power. His HQ is there? But why? Why is it there? Why do I still not have any power? Hmm. No, we don't want that. Probably over ecoing a bit. Maybe. Oh. Oops. That's not a good fight. A lot of Percy's there. Actually. Yeah, it's got a lot of Percy's. Okay, now he's building a nuke. Oop, Sam's. Oh, hello. God, it's impossible to kill these. T3. Nexus. How do I box select only land units? I have a mod called Selection Deprioritizer, which actually does that. Yes, what a fucking mass donation. Am I shooting the ground? Yeah, of course. You know, there's so much stuff I could do, but I wish he would just give up instead. I forgot. I didn't realize he was actually right there. Yeah, so you know, one and then the stream's over. Classic. 20x20, 46 minutes. Pretty comfortable, even though it took 46 minutes. Never really felt in trouble here. GG. Not Swackle's best maps. So that was fortunate. Another one tomorrow, maybe. Maybe. Perhaps. Alright, guys. That's it. Stay sane. And see you next time. Thanks for watching.